my people, peace and blessings. Y'all already know, man. As far as the channel goes, we're multifaceted, multi-talented. And just another thing I wanted to put out, I wasn't able to discuss this during my last live, but I really want to gauge my audience's insights and concerns about the educational system that we have right now. If you guys have been on the platform and following along with the content as of lately, you know, vaccines, my quote unquote 9 to 5, I participate in educating the youth. And I took a private route, education into a sector where it's not really the government that makes the curriculum, but obviously it's the people who pay for the schooling. And so that brings me into a different mindset as far as how we should teach our children moving forward. And just being able to elaborate some of the things that I've seen working in this private education system. And to be all to be honest, family, if you're not educating a child on how to build, on how to interact with the world appropriately, and even on to the simple spectrum of how to garden, what are you teaching children? If you're not teaching them how to grow in their own perspective, insights, and actually giving them motivation to want to see something greater, what are you teaching the children? So I want to extend and open up my platform to be able to have these conversations on a high level where I'm talking to educators, I'm talking to people in the mental health field, I'm talking to therapists, I'm talking to psychologists. So really being able to come together as a community to be able to identify, is the education system we have now in place, is it going to be beneficial in the years to come? And so if you guys haven't already, check my community posts. I'll put a post up as far as just describing some of the concerns that I've seen, describing my experience, and I just wanted to sit down, have an open discussion, and possibly come together and get some consensus on if you all see the future of education actually being beneficial or detrimental to the generations that's to come. I feel like it'd be a great topic, and if I have anybody that does support or anybody that views my content that wants to hop on a panel and have these discussions, hey, I'm more than welcome. You can just leave a comment on that post. You can tag me as far as leaving your email, just so I'll be able to connect with you so we can set some time up. I would love, 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 love if the person who I'm communicating with has some type of degree in early childhood education or is in some field where they're giving instructing and teaching. You know, just really want to get the scope of how educators in this day and time going to view the next generation moving forward. I feel like that'll be a powerful, worthy piece of content to engage in. Randolph said, "Don't be too open." Facts. I feel you. I feel hey, and obviously you have a world where they tell you don't let people know your dreams because they'll shoot them down. But at the end of the day, people who live their dreams are the ones telling us that this was their dream. So it's like it's a conundrum. And I get what you're saying as far as don't be too open because you never know who might be viewing this channel, and obviously you got types of spirits of individuals working. But over here on this channel, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We can share to the fullest extent our vision. We can share to the fullest extent our talents. We can share our concerns and our insights. So, as far as being open to sharing your concerns and insights, I would definitely love to hear from those individuals who have some type of foundation and speaking from. So, I just really wanted to bring this out and bring it to light. The education system that these children in this generation are pretty much being succumbed to right now is, in my opinion, whoever follows through with instructions, that's who's going to get the passing grades versus people who question the authorities of the teachers. That's who fell in grades. And let's just be honest. If you have a teaching environment where no one is able to ask questions, if no one is able to pretty much get real time insights from a teacher based on their responses, who are we learning from? And then does this now put technology in the forefront of educating our children? Because at the end of the day, artificial intelligence is not going to communicate back to you in a sense of having some type of spirit. They're not going to communicate back to you. And if you have a question, let's say that question is going to have to be rephrased properly for that artificial intelligence to respond in a way that's conscious. And I'm seeing a lot of people using artificial intelligence, AI, or taking away the aspect of having a human teach you and moving alongside those scales of technology teaching you. That's going to be a very contradicting space that we're moving in as far as being educators. So I just wanted to bring this to the forefront. If I do have brothers who are interested in this topic, go to my community post, comment, send me your email, and then I'll touch bases with you. And when I tell you, family, that'll be a powerful piece of content, a very powerful conversation that need to be had it, because when we look at who is teaching these kids and how they're teaching these kids, we have to have some consideration. Say we're in a new realm right now. We're in a new space of life where back in the day we can teach people using pictures. We can teach people using just the items that's around us, and say now we're teaching people using concepts that you literally can't touch. We're teaching people using technology. We're teaching people using these infrastructures where, in all honesty, does it truly make sense? Man, y'all may coming through said the education system is definitely not what they make it seem. And one of the things I want to point out is who is teaching these children. And just to make a metaphor, just to make a correlation, I know that as an instructor, there's certain type of individuals that they accept that literally you cannot work with a child if you have some type of, let's say, felony. You know, if you're doing something wrong in society and you got punished for it and you went to court and it was deemed, your character was deemed unfit to teach children. If you guys get what I'm saying, I'm literally going to use my words as well spoken as I can without disturbing anybody's spirit of what I'm saying. But you need to be a person that is right. You need to be a person that's moral and ethically grounded in order to teach children. But to say, do we have guidelines on what is right, what is ethically and morally grounded in order for these instructors to stand in front of children to influence them? Because at the end of the day, that's what teaching is. Teaching is influencing someone. So if you don't have a spirit that people deem that is appropriate, you won't have that certificate to be able to influence and teach children. Keep in mind what I'm saying, family. So, for my brothers and sisters who hear the words and get that picture, we are literally in that time right now where these instructors Yeah, they have the credentials, but real. Do you want someone in front of your child that doesn't know what gender they are? Do you want someone that's influencing your child, but they have a hard time battling with certain issues as far as not knowing who they like? Because keep in mind, we live in a world right now where if you get caught with a gun or if you get caught with a substance that is deemed inappropriate, they will definitely give you that certificate to teach your children. So what's the difference between someone doing something right and someone doing something wrong and saying, hey, I don't want you teaching my children? We are now in this day and age where information can be fabricated. Words are used as a double-edged sword to mean different many things, and you got a whole community and society of people who come in the side of happy, joy, and love. But let's just be real at the end of the day. Do you truly want influence in your children? Given the reputation, given the overall ideology of these individuals who run around and try to tell you, hey, your child should be educated about sex at a young age. And y'all already been following along with the content. Y'all know where I stand on that grounds. It gets to the point where it's laughable because me being an educator, the last thing I would do is to send my child off to someone who doesn't come the ideals of a male being a male and a female being a female. Obviously, open up that door of saying you can be whatever you want to be without truly acknowledging the factual existence of someone's physical body. You know, at the end of the day, I had a conversation with my lady, and if I sat up here and told you all I identify as a different gender and told you all, you know, my identity is not male, would you all look at me any different? Would you all consider the fact that if I'm speaking this out my mouth, if you put me in front of children, do you that I will be able to lead them in a righteous way? That's where we're at right now in this day and age. To say that we can have educators who can look you straight in the face and they can be physically one gender but identify as another, and we accept them as far as letting them influence our children, what do you think the outcome is going to be? And then take in consideration, if we just let anybody influence our children, to say the person who got caught with a gun, to say the person who got caught with drugs, to say, is that wrong? You know, now we're lifting up the veil of really trying to figure out what is right and wrong in this society. And I want to have a discussion. I want to have an open panel, honest conversation with individuals who think logically in this world about the position of education that we're in right now and the overall influence it's going to have on the kiddos in the near future. Keep in mind that education isn't just happening from humans. To say we're now in an age where education is being taken place and happening via technology, via artificial intelligence. Would you be okay if an artificial intelligent bot was teaching your child? And at the end of the day, what will they teach your child? I just Googled the other day how many genders are there, and I got a response from Google's artificial intelligence. And that response was, there are infinite amount of genders. Right then and right there, I'm like, okay, this is what artificial intelligence is going to be teaching children in the near future. This is what artificial intelligence is going to be influencing the masses to think like. They said that this was the answer from Google. How many people accept that? How many people will look at that and be like, "Oh yeah, that's truth. You're right, Google. You're right, artificial intelligence." The whole concept of being artificial intelligent is a conundrum, because artificial, if I break down that word, or even the first word that comes to my mind when I hear artificial is fake. When I hear artificial, I hear something not natural. When I hear artificial, I think of not being genuine. It's not genuine intelligence. So you have people that's out here in this world being influenced from non-genuine intelligence. You have people out this day and age being influenced by artificial intelligence. It hurts me to say that you have students being taught by artificial intelligence in the near future. I'm just family. If it was easy, as easy, if teacher was easy, man, everybody would want to be a teacher. If teaching was easy, we wouldn't delegate the task of teaching to an artificial being. We would actually say, hey, this is easy, and want to do it ourselves, and want to influence our children for ourselves, and wouldn't need to go outside the construct of inviting an artificial intelligent being into the classroom. But that's where we're at. We're at this point in state and age right now where people are being taught from artificial intelligent mindsets. What's your position? Where do you stand? I made a community post. I want to get some feedback. I really want to get this panel together. So if I do have some brothers and sisters who are interested in this conversation, hey, go ahead, hit that comment section, send me your email. Let's get together some dates. Let's get together some times where we can open up this live, have this discussion and conversation. I feel as though it's very needed in this day and time. Y'all know, man, I'm keeping it very. I see y'all. Let me check in. I'm keeping it very visible over here on this side, man. We go from the music to the teaching to the motivation. You feel me? You got a lot of things going on over this side on the content, man. It all started from one place. It all started from faith. It all started from hope. Iron Frequency said a young brother posted a video of a man asking a group of college students, "What is a man? What is a woman?" And none of them could define a woman. Hey, we getting into that point in age right now where the definition of a man and a woman is gonna go outside the door, and obviously the constructs and the constraints of the mind are gonna be broken loose, where you can be anything you want to be, but if there's no structure or there's no identity of what things are, what's gonna be the outcome of that? Y'all may say also, let's be real, this is fallen angel technology we using. Hey, y'all may look it up. Y'all may for real Google it. Ask Google how many genders there are. Google is already operating, and I see this past couple months as I've been, researching, they've actually integrated Google with this, AI interface. You now have pretty much Alexa or Siri, which are also artificial intelligence, but that's integrated into their search engine where we're all operating on these cell phones. We're all operating in the world wide web of connections, and to say who's controlling it. talking about an infinite amount of gender, son. I thought the most created male and female. Hey, you would think so. I see a result saying 72. Like, what? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's the day. And what sparked me to have this conversation, I seen a post from a young woman, and she was getting mail about her child in school, and they were updating the parents about what they were going to be teaching in health class. And keep in mind that this child is in like fifth grade or lower. I know it wasn't anything above middle school. This child is in like fifth grade, and they're teaching this child in health class. You know, for the ones following along, for the ones that know where I'm taking this, they're teaching the children in health class. Hey, it's okay. You're different. You can touch there. Yeah, it's okay. People do this all the time. It's okay. So you have technology, artificial intelligence, actually telling us, as far as humans, what is right and what is wrong on how to operate our bodies. The conundrum of that, the overall blasphemy of some entity that doesn't even have the same correspondence of physical makeup as you to teach you how to operate with your body. And hey, for you people who send your children off to school, to say that you all are accepting of that. You say, hey, we welcome technology to teach our children. We welcome the artificial engines to influence our little ones. To each their own, man. To each their own. All I can say over here, man, we building up a platform where we're teaching, we're educating, we're inspiring, we're motivating, and righteously, we're bringing forth the platform to be able to have those natural connections. You know, not that artificial connections, not that artificial intelligence. No, natural intelligence. So, hey, if y'all support the content, go ahead and hit that like. If you guys want to hop on the phone, if you want to share some of your concerns and some of your insights with the education system moving forward, go reach out. I made a community post, comment there, send me your email. Let's tap in. Let's try to get this together. Let's say before the month of October. I want to be able to have a panel with that 2 to 3 people where we come up and we discuss some type of solutions within the educational field. And hey, it's gonna be a very powerful session indeed, man. Hey, I love y'all. I thank y'all. I just had to come back through. I know I just did another live, you feel me, playing the music, and then I'm just like, hold on. I had another message that I wanted to get out to the people. So, man, I'm full of passion right now, just moving forward. I just I just wanna live right. I just wanna be free. I just wanna feel. I just wanna, Hey, y'all may say, yeah, that's why homeschooling is so important. We don't need teachers. The Most High instructed us to teach our children the Torah and His ways. You can get some documents to teach your children. Facts. You can control what your children are learning. Facts. Facts. How many people really look at their children and say, I want to help you learn something in this, versus sending them off to school and you just never know what they're learning or who, or now we got a different one, or what they're learning from. You don't know what they're learning, you don't know who they're learning from, and you don't even know what. You don't even know what they're learning from. Time to tap back in. Time to take full control, responsibility of the generations moving forward, and not have some artificial intelligence trying to teach us about ourselves. Keep rising, keep shining, keep elevating. My brothers and sisters, keep smiling out here. Hey, don't need to debate when you can create. Until next time.